As we step into this conversation, know this. The questions we ask shape our reality. They create the very space where growth, understanding and transformation can take root. So let's start there, with a question that holds the power to move mountains, to shatter illusions, and to awaken every dormant possibility within you. What massive shifts am I capable of? Keep asking it, not just once, but again and again. Let that question echo in your bones, in the deepest corner of your psyche. And as you ask, know the answers will come. They come in the forms of insight, of sudden realizations, and the quiet hum of possibility vibrating through the air around you. You see, your mind, your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, they're the architects of your reality. You think one thing, and the world reflects it back. You believe in limitation, and the world, your world, becomes limited. But what if, just what if you believed you could break through? What if you believed the universe is widely malleable, and that everything you touch, everything you think could transform? You see, there's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. Feedback is your friend. Every time you stumble, every time you feel you've failed, it's just a message. It's a message telling you where to adjust, where to grow, where to shift. The key, you can shift. And you're not just capable of small shifts, but massive, world-changing, reality-bending shifts. Imagine it for a moment. What would happen if you embraced this idea fully? If you let go of the false narrative that failure is final, and instead viewed every challenge as just another opportunity for growth, for expansion, for becoming the next version of yourself that you've always known you could be. Now picture this. Every time you step into a room, you bring your energy with you. You bring your vibe, your essence, your beliefs. And those beliefs, they shape everything. They shape the way others see you, the way you see yourself, the way your world unfolds. So ask yourself this: what energy am I bringing into the room today? What would it be like if you could walk into any situation, any interaction, with absolute confidence, certainty and clarity? How would your life change if you knew deeply that your state of mind controlled everything? Do your thoughts, your body, your emotions, they don't just float around, passive and separate from your reality. They're the drivers of it. They create your world. What happens when you embrace that simple truth? You're always growing, even when it feels like you're standing still. Even when it seems like the world is moving too slowly, you're always evolving. Because growth isn't linear, it's cyclical, dynamic. You're in constant flux, just like everything around you. When you internalize this idea, when you own it, you stop waiting for permission. You stop asking for approval from the world, from others. You realize, I'm enough just as I am. This shifts the way you walk through life. Suddenly, you stop seeking external validation. Instead, your source of power comes from within. You give yourself permission to succeed. Now think for a moment, what happens when you change your state? When you choose to align your body, your mind and your emotions? When you stand tall, shoulders back, heart open, and project a sense of calm, control and certainty? What do you think happens when you radiate that energy into the world? The world reflects it back to you. But here's the kicker, the real question. What happens when you understand fully that you create your reality? Not by what you say, not by what you do, but by how you feel and what you believe. What happens when you realize that your feelings, your energy, they're contagious? That even though you have every emotion you emit, it's not just affecting you, but those around you. This is the truth. You're a magnet. You're pulling in experiences, people and situations that reflect your internal state. The universe is always giving back to you exactly what you're sending out. And so, as you stand in that power, as you own your energy, you begin to ask yourself more questions. What's my potential? What's my next level? What am I capable of achieving? And the more you ask these questions, the more you tune into the possibility that your potential is limitless. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't define you. Your beliefs define you. And right now, in this moment, you have the power to decide. What will I believe today? What will I choose to believe about myself, about the world, about my place in it? What would happen if you could shift your perception so deeply? Do you saw every challenge as an opportunity, every setback as a sign that you're growing, becoming stronger, becoming more resilient? What if you understood at the deepest level that emotion is your compass? That when you master your emotions, you master your life. That instead of pushing away discomfort, you welcomed it as a signal that you're evolving, that you're stepping into a new realm of possibility. You're always moving towards pleasure, away from pain. You're always seeking comfort. But in the seeking, growth happens at the edge of discomfort. And when you understand this, when you realize your biggest breakthroughs will come when you step outside of your comfort zone, you start to see the world as a playground, a place of infinite potential. If you choose to see it that way, every belief you have, whether you know it or not, is guiding your actions. So ask yourself, what beliefs am I living by? Are they empowering? Or are they limiting? Are they the beliefs of someone who's going to settle for a small, mediocre life? Or are they beliefs of someone who's destined for greatness? Because let's be real, you're here to make massive shifts. You're here to break free from the limitations of your old story. You're capable of creating the life you want right now. The only thing that stands between you and that life is your belief. So ask yourself again, what massive shifts am I capable of? Every time you ask this question, you create the space for your transformation. Every time you ask, you allow your mind to expand, to stretch, to think bigger. And as your mind expands, so does your world.